ZEnglish is an online English school with native and bilingual teachers from all over the world. If you like our videos, subscribe, click the link below, and head to zenglish.jp for a free lesson.
Interesting question. We all deal with stress every day. A few things that help me are reading, cooking, watching trashy sci-fi, and meditation. But these days, the number one thing that helps me deal with daily stress is fresh air. Straight after work, I go for a walk in the local woodlands, and just before bed, I like to sit in my garden and look up at the stars. I like to take a moment to breathe and let my mind wander.
Some ways I deal with stress are not necessarily good. I stress eat. So if I'm really stressed out, I want sugar. I also stress nap. I didn't know until a few years ago that you could react to stress by just going back to sleep. The good thing I do is binge clean. I like cleaning as much of my house in one go as possible. I feel powerful. I also listen to music and dance around while cleaning. It makes the cleaning into a fun party. Then I'm too busy to be stressed out.
Sometimes I'll try to distract myself from the stress, and sometimes I'll try to do something about it. The best option is probably to phone up a friend or call my parents. Even if we don't talk about the source of stress, the conversation helps. Another thing that can help is putting it in perspective. Oh no, I've got to do this difficult thing. Well, in 100 years, who's going to remember? My actions today aren't going in the history books. If I keep that in mind, it seems a small thing to stress about.
I assume we're not talking about daily pandemic stress. If I'm being totally honest, really not too much. I don't want to sound like I don't suffer from stress, but I'm lucky enough to say that I'm living a pretty stable life right now in terms of family, friends, and work. There is, of course, some stress. My father has Alzheimer's, and as a primary caretaker, I worry about his deteriorating condition. I don't see that deterioration day to day, but there is a steady decline. But this is more of a long-term stress.
In order to deal with daily stress, I usually take mini breaks to reset my feelings. For example, I will listen to my favorite song or watch some of my favorite shows. It all depends on how much spare time I have. If I am not pressed for time, I'll watch an episode, but if I do not have much time, I will just listen to one song. By doing so, my feelings will be lifted and I can challenge myself again with that specific task.
I do the very obvious things like spending time doing hobbies or talking to friends or family, but something I also do is meditate. I think meditation is a good way to just give your mind a break from processing a bunch of different thoughts constantly. After meditating, I usually feel more focused and just able to think clearer. I also sometimes like finding videos on YouTube so that I can hear natural sounds, like, for example, an audio recording of a rainforest. It might sound strange, but that can actually be very relaxing.